morning. Thank you so much for being here this morning. It's an exciting day. We're here today to talk about the first ever Mayor's Marathon, which will be held next Sunday, April the 22nd. And my role today is just to thank some people that are going to make this possible. You'll hear more details from the folks that know all the details, but I can only think back about 6 months, it hadn't been very long ago, when the Mayor's Fitness Council suggested to me that they thought we were trying to come up with an event to sort of splash, our entry into the market and to remind people how important it is to take care of themselves and get outside and be active. And they said, we want to do a marathon. And we want to call it the Mayor's Marathon, and we want to run around the loop because it's 26 miles around the loop. And, I'm like, that's a great idea. And then we start thinking about all that's involved in running around the loop. And so I'm just there's been a tremendous amount of effort to get us to where we are today. And I want to just take a few minutes and do some thank yous. I got to first start with the city leadership, from the city manager, Mr. Atkinson, who's in the back, to the two men to my left, the fire chief and the police chief, Chief Phelps, Chief Stevens, to Jay Parchman, our director of emergency services. We couldn't do it without these guys. There's a lot of coordination involved, and so thank you guys so much for that. I really appreciate it. I'd like to thank the Mayor's Fitness Council and Healthy Lubbock for getting the Mayor's Marathon off and running. I think a special thank you to Ted Mitchell and the folks at the Health Science Center who kept this alive and have helped us with funding to get the Mayor's Fitness Council going. We really couldn't do it without them. Jared Hurst is the chairman of the Mayor's Fitness Council. He's also a marathoner and has been right in the middle of all this planning. So thank you so much for all you've done, Jared. We appreciate it. Jared drug in the Greers. He drug in Marty Greer, who's her pedigree I don't have to explain to you in Lubbock when it comes to neat outdoor kind of events. Think about the triathlon, the Buffalo Springs Triathlon. But Marty's done a great job coordinating this event, and looking for Marty now. Thank you. There she is. And she's worked with city staff, our sponsors, and everyone who's been involved. And she's actually making this dream a reality. I think we want to have a lot of fun next Sunday. We want to be safe, too. I think we're going to talk a little bit about that today. This is there's some complexity in all this. Before I thank our sponsors, I want to thank the City Council who thought this was a good idea, too. Today, I know that Ms. Patterson-Harris and Mr. Massengale are here with us today. Thank you guys for this. And then we need to thank TxDOT, because we went out to TxDOT sort of with our tail between our legs and said, okay, we want to have a marathon. They said, I can see Steve Warren now. He said, okay. And then I said, we want to run around the loop. And he goes, he thought about it for a minute. He said, well, okay, let's give it a shot. And he thought it was a good idea, and he went to Austin, and they thought it was a good idea. And so sometimes, we give the state a hard time. I'm probably at the top of the list, but in this case, thank you for your support. We couldn't have done it without you. So then probably the next call I made was to Robert Taylor, and I said, Robert's the CEO of United Supermarkets, and I called and said, Robert, we're going to have a marathon, and we'd like you guys to be the presenting sponsor. If you're going to do something in Lubbock for the first time and you want to, it's the good housekeeping stamp of approval, you call United and say, can we get you on our team? And it didn't take them very long to say, yes, we want to help out. So thank you very much to you and your team. We really, really appreciate that. But we've got a lot of other great sponsors, and I'm going to run through them real quick. I mentioned Lubbock Fire Rescue and Lubbock Police, Primitive Social, Texas Tech University Health Science Center, Garrison Institute on Aging, TxDOT, Rager Dykes, Atmos Energy. I was out at the Great Plains Distributing this week for a little event they had in the afternoon, and the general manager out there told me that Coors Light is the official beer of the Lubbock Mayor's Marathon. How about that? So, I mean, that to me, that's getting somewhere right there. So, when you cross over into that kind of marketing, but no, we've had a lot of runners sign up. You'll get more details about that in a minute. But whether you're going to run the 5K or the full marathon, or try to trudge through the relay, or trudge through the half marathon with me, and it will be a trudge. We're very excited that our community has stepped up and is really looking forward to this event. Remember that the Mayor's Fitness Council has a mission and goal to support healthy activities and healthy lifestyles in Lubbock. And we believe that this marathon is a really great way to begin that mission. So thank you again, and it's a great day in Lubbock, Texas. And I think I'm supposed to introduce these two guys to my left. Chief Phelps, I'll let you go first, okay? You're the better looking one, so you get to go first.
Dang. I'm good. All right. Good morning, everyone. The City of Lubbock Office of Emergency Management and members from all city departments have been planning and preparing since the 1st of February to ensure that the Mayor's Marathon will be a fun, safe, and secure event for our city. It was after we got over the initial shock when they told us we were going to do this. Lubbock Police Department, with assistance from Lubbock Public Works Department, will provide for traffic control and security. Lubbock Fire Rescue and EMS will provide medical care for all the race participants and the public attending the event. The Office of Emergency Management will provide support for the event by staffing the new Emergency Operations Center. LPD will close access to the outer lanes, the counterclockwise traffic lanes of Loop 289, beginning at 5:40 a.m. on Sunday, April 22nd. All traffic will be diverted onto the access road. Loop 289 will be reopened in sections as the race participants and aid stations are safely off of that section of the loop. We anticipate having the entire loop reopened to traffic by 2 p.m. We will use the electronic message boards on Loop 289 and Marcia Sharp Freeway to share the closure information beginning on Sunday, April 15th. We will use LBK Alert to provide information about the road closures and public safety. To receive the information from LBK Alerts, please text Marathon 2018 to 888-777. There will also be a Loop 289 status map that will be available during the race through the city's website. We will update that map as sections of the loop are reopened. So as you look at the map, you can see how the loop is opening up. The City of Lubbock Public Information Office will also share all information online, on social media, on our city website and television channel, and through our media partners. At this time, I'd like to ask Marty Greer to come up and speak about the marathon. Oh.
Okay, my job is to let you know how it all is going, and it's going fabulous because of everything you said. We've had so much support and so much enthusiasm and professionalism. It's amazing. I love Lubbock. It's great. We are a Boston qualifier, and that's thanks to the hard work. They're represented on the Mayor's Fitness Council, and Randy Holloway, I have to mention his name specifically. He went out with the Lubbock PD and marked the course and did all the work to make sure the Boston qualifier happened, and it did. So that's great. The registration is still open, and you can register online at lbkmarathon.com. It'll close at 6 p.m. on Saturday, the 21st. Packet pickup information is at Rager Dykes, downtown. The address is 1215 Avenue J, 1 to 5 on Saturday, and 2 to 6 on, 1 to 5 on Friday, sorry. 2 to 6 on Saturday. We don't have the finisher medal in my hand yet. I will have it in my hand on the 15th. But it is a very cool Western belt buckle. and they're going to love it. They'll get it around the neck when they cross the finish line, but then they can wear it proudly as a belt buckle. And then all the other races also get a finisher medal, and the relay participants get a finisher medal. The events at Burl Huffman are music, vendors, food trucks, inflatables, and it's just meant to be family fun. Once the event is over and the people have crossed the finish line, the banner right here will be available for them to take a picture with their loved ones so that they can have their medal on and get a picture for their safekeeping. Obviously, City Parks and Rec have done a wonderful job. If anybody's been out to Burl Huffman, it's always been gorgeous, but now they've made the entrance on Landmark Lane just beautiful. And they're making everything around there a beautiful trail for the people to walk down. It's just, thank you very much. It's wonderful. Additional race information. We have 26 fabulous aid stations. 25 of them are on the loop. And these are coming from local businesses, from the bike clubs, triathlon clubs, running clubs, families that just want to have fun, friends that are deciding, let's all get together and do this since we're not going to run. So the city has supported, like it always does, in a huge way. We reached our goal for our participants for the first year, and so next year, when we do this again, we want to double or triple it. And I really think we can, because we'll have so much more time and people will hear all the good things about the city and how the marathon went and how hard it was going up over all those hills. So the amount of work that the city has accomplished in the last 4 months, it's amazing. So anytime you see these gentlemen, thank them. It is amazing, and they have been so patient listening to all my requests and fulfilling them. So we do still have 4 aid stations on the loop that need more people, so I'm sending out a request, and you can go to the lbkmarathon.com website, and there's a volunteer link that the people can click on to be a part of it. Thank you very much.
Marty, thanks. Mayor, thanks. This is a big deal. This takes a lot of coordination. Chief, Roger, thank you so much for putting all this together. It's really a neat deal. I'd like to say thanks to Mayor Pope for supporting this, and also for giving United Supermarkets the opportunity to be a sponsor. We at United have always supported and promoted wellness through what we do with healthy options in our food stores. We have a fully staffed Living Well department in Market Streets. We have on-staff dietitians. We have a large selection of organic and natural foods. We have attributes listed on a lot of our items that give you the option to eat healthy or take care of ailments, whatever you choose. But, that's just one part of wellness. Wellness is a combination of what you feed your body and then what you do with your body after you fed it. I think we've got a great opportunity now to make this a lot of fun. When I grew up, it was a lot different. Today, I think kids growing up have electronic games, they've got iPads, they got TV, they got Facebook, they got social media, and I think maybe the number one babysitter today of children is an iPad. There is not a lot of excuses to get outside and have fun and be active. And I think that's something that's facing this generation. And I look so forward to having this event, because I think it'll add a lot of interest, add a lot of fun. There's going to be a lot of interest around youth, and we've got some great ideas and some great times for people if they just get out and get active and participate. You've heard a lot about the qualifying for the Boston Marathon, and a lot about what's going to be out there for you. You add that, you got chances to participate in a 5K and a half marathon and a relay marathon, as full as a full marathon. So we at United really wanted to add something to really kick this off and make it the best event of the year, and then for many more years to come. We're proud to be able to bring Dean Carassis to the event, an icon and a legend in the marathon and fitness world. Dean is named one of the 100 most influential people in the world, and Men's Fitness magazine calls him one of the 100 most fit men on the planet. His accomplishments are truly amazing, especially in running. I had to write all these down. I'll just go through them quickly because it's true. Besides being able to carry the torch twice in the Olympics, he's run 3,000 miles from California to New York, averaging 40 to 50 miles a day, and in between stopping at youth events and schools to talk about fitness. He's run 262 miles. That's 10 marathons with no rest. He's run 50 marathons in 50 states in 50 days. So if that isn't enough, 135 miles nonstop across Death Valley in the summer, marathons in 120-degree Sahara Desert heat, in minus 40 degrees on the South Pole. When he gets through with his running, he's the author of many best-selling books. The latest is The Road to Sparta. He's received the President's Community Leadership Award for all of his work on physical fitness and funding programs aimed at getting youth outdoors and being active. He's a TV celebrity on many shows on many networks. I think his biggest claim to fame, though, is Dean's wife's parents live in Lubbock. So we got a good contact there. We're proud to say that Dean will be at United on 4th in Milwaukee on Saturday the 21st at 11 o'clock to sign books and mingle with the people that want to visit with him about fitness. And then later at 1 o'clock, they'll have a little closed session and reception with all of the full marathon participants. So I think that will be a lot of fun for those participants. And then, of course, after that, the next day, he'll be there to run in the marathon. I feel Dean's presence will give Lubbock's mayor's marathon instant credibility in the running and fitness world. The event should become a premier marathon for this area of the nation for years to come. We're looking really forward to it at United. We've got several participants in running, and we've got 50 youth crew volunteers going out to help and man stations and help with the event. It is going to be a big deal. We're looking really forward to it. I did get a little glimpse. I don't think it's widely publicized. It is the 100 most fit men in America is widely publicized. But I got a list at the next 100, and Mayor Dan Pope, you're at 102. 102. So congratulations.
I need to aspire to be better.
Yeah. I won't tell you who's at 101, but we'll keep that a secret. But we're happy to be part of this great event. I think it'll be something great for years to come, and thanks for the opportunity. And thanks to all you that work so hard in the city of Lubbock.
Chief Stevens, do you have anything to add?
Just Chief Phelps really hit everything from our point. Thanks for all the partners that have brought this to where it's at, and I think it's going to be a great production, a great event. I want to, again, with all those things, I want to go ahead and extend in advance thanks for all of the members of our community. It's going to require a lot of patience. The outer part of the loop's going to be closed for a few hours that Sunday morning. We're going to do our very best to keep traffic flowing, to keep everything going. Thank you for everyone's patience. And then secondly, again, with this large of an event, as always, if there's any concerns, whether it be safety or anything like that, if you see something, say something. Give us a call. Let us know what you see out there. If there's anything we can do, any safety concerns, any security concerns, certainly let us know. Give us a call, whether it be on social media, on our non-emergency lines, or of course, if there's an emergency, to let us know. But again, thank you for everyone and to the public as well as we do this first iteration of it, and hopefully it'll be a great event for years to come. So thanks.
Okay, so I'm supposed to close this up. One of the risks you run when you start thanking people is that you're going to leave somebody out. I'm sure I left at least one person out, but one I know is that Bridget Falkenberry and the folks at Parks, thank you guys for what you're doing. Yeah, great attitude. They like to get things done, and we appreciate what you guys are doing for this. And I might add that next Friday, right before the Mayor's Marathon, we're going to open our first dog park. And about this time next Friday, we're going to cut the ribbon on that. So thank you guys for what you're doing and your efforts in respect to this. The local running community and bicycling community has been a great support. Thank you guys for your effort and willingness to help out. I think we'll do. I think that concludes our press conference. We'll be glad to do any kind of individual press you guys would like to do. Thank you so much for being here today.